Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the JayCast. This episode is brought to you by Redwood Co. Brewing Company, coming at you with those heavy hitters. And shout out to the CEO, Eric Jensen. We also have a new sponsor today, and that is Mahon Electric. So shout out Rob Mahon. And if you want to get a hold of him, it's 1-800-5776. Again, that's 1-800-5776. Shout out Rob. But today we got episode number 31 with Mr. Kyle Madden, baby. Let's go. And we got Trey Pat in the back.
Let's go, Trey
again
Pat.
on the ones and twos. Yeah, thank you. But we're back, baby.
Yep, it's good to be back, man.
And Kyle is back again. This is like what, the fourth time?
I'd have to go back and look back. I'm thinking like maybe 4 or 5. Yeah.
4 or 5.
Yeah, appearances.
But it's grown to be way bigger.
31.
You know,
it'd be interesting to look back at like an image of, you know, what this first looked like and now what you got going on now.
Well, I got like all the other, like the first like 5 episodes. Mm-hmm. They're pretty rough. They're pretty
As
rough.
You expect.
They're pretty rough.
Yeah.
You know, not saying that these can't be rough either, but
yeah. But hey, look at us now. Look at this.
Look at this. Look at us.
Cameras, different angles.
But
looks great.
No, it is great. Speaking of which, I wanted to talk to you about the Young Sierra Butte Trails stewardship, whatever.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's what it's called, right?
I'd have to look it up.
You'd have to.
I'm gonna butcher it too. I think that was it. La Sierra.
Well, yeah, the La Sierra. Yeah, that's where all the trails are.
Yeah.
The trail network.
Yeah.
But their plan is to pretty much have a trail system all the way from Jonesville, / Butte Meadows,
Yep.
all the way to Truckee.
I saw the maps on that, and I was just curious of like, that's so far.
Oh, it's so far. It's just connected with little mountain towns.
Like, is it all just cross country? What kind of trails are they? Is it mostly cross country? Because that's a long distance, and then you can have like points where there is downhill. Yeah,
no. I mean, they're not they're not all connected.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to drive to different. You have to drive to different.
No,
ones.
Definitely.
But it's all the same thing. Like they all got different flavors to them.
Yeah. There's just so many when you look at the map.
There's so many.
That's like,
it's
how
insane.
do they get that information out to people to go ride this one or that one?
Yeah, no, it's they're helping that local economy.
Yeah.
Those small towns that legitimately like they're pretty much like closed down during the winter time.
Yeah.
Like stuff's not
like old
stuff's
logging
not
towns
open.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's awesome. There's almost too much to even ride.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you'd have to make a few trips, but it's great. Like Mount Huff, I can't believe how great Mount Huff is. Like,
I know. It's getting better.
It's just getting better, and then all the other trails that they've made there, and it's crazy because you went and you hit that in like 2018 the first time.
Yeah. Probably 2018, yeah.
And I remember you saying something about it, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wasn't in the mountain biking
I hit it
yet.
before you got into it.
Yeah,
that's what got me. That's what sold me. I went and did that ride.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is crazy. Because Upper Park, like, it's rough at first. You're out there, it's rough. And, like, riding some of that technical rock, like, it's frustrating. You're hitting your pedals on, rocks.
Right.
Like, it's frustrating. You go ride that up there after some hard riding, it's like Disneyland.
It's like Disney.
Yeah, it is.
It is like this. Kyle and I went with your dad, Trey Pat.
Oh, yeah?
And your dad decided to strap a 30-pack of beer on his back.
He was hurt. And his bike was messed up, too.
His bike was a little,
He had no rear shock. It was like, there was no air in it.
It was no air. It was pretty much a hardtail.
Yeah.
There was a rear shock, but it didn't work.
It wasn't doing anything.
He put a whole 30 rack. He didn't realize how much cardio was involved.
Yeah, I think he thought it was just gonna be strictly downhill.
I'm always shocked too on the regular ride. There is that little middle section where it'll gas you.
Oh yeah, there's a little uphill section.
Yeah, especially if you're not used to riding.
No, and when you have it, like you haven't been riding actually in years.
At elevation too. That's high elevation.
And you strap a 30-pack of beer to your back.
Yeah.
You know, we had to stop halfway and
The nice thing is
start chugging
we had to
them.
get some weight off of him, so we
Yeah.
just had to stop multiple times and drink beer.
Yeah, me and Jay were talking about how I'm not in bike shape. He doesn't feel like he's in bike shape right now. Like, dude, riding a bike is a lot harder than most people realize, especially going uphill.
Oh yeah.
Oh, uphill is dangerous.
It's the best shape though. It's a grind. It'll humble you.
Once you're in it,
it'll
though,
make your
it's
head
great.
spin when you're
Yeah.
out there in the heat, especially Upper Park. But once you're in good shape too, and you can just power through. It's a good feeling.
The e-bikes just look so inviting though, because like every time I see somebody in Upper Park with one, they're cruising. They're not even breaking a sweat.
Yeah.
And I've been like lapped twice by the same person because they've gone up. You know,
I'll never forget.
did the run down and then got lapped
Yeah,
again.
I'll never forget. I was riding up. And it was a heat of the day. I was just trying to get acclimated a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was Upper Park, and it was the south side when you're climbing up to Secret Trail.
Yes.
And you're doing that last little like push, and like you could try to ride it like halfway up it, but I was pushing my bike up it. Like it's so steep.
Oh, the steep one where you
Yeah,
cross the creek.
cross the creek,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember
Yeah.
just struggling out there, just sweat, just pouring off. It was like 100 degrees, and this dude who did not look very in shape just comes slowly pedaling by on an e-bike.
Oh my.
And I went up and talked to him. He was a super cool dude. He was like an engineer. He went and did and looked at all the specs. He's like, yeah, this one had the like most low end torque, so he could do stuff like that.
Yeah. You're right.
Because
right.
it was like pretty steep, and for him to just sit, and he was sitting down, not even standing up. And
It's
just
steep.
slowly,
It's
and that thing
usually wet.
Yeah,
Loose.
it was a trek. I remember that, and I remember just being like, these e-bikes are crazy. That be able to ride that in the heat
Just
of the
not
day. This
breaking
dude wasn't even breaking a sweat.
No.
But then
No.
again, too, there's something about like, yeah, I mean, I'm out there working way harder, but that's kind of like why I was doing it too, you know.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
like that guy wasn't even having to do much. Those bikes are so nice.
So nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the one day we
They
went.
both have their place for sure.
Yeah. I would like. I just have a fear if I were to get one, like I would just not go back. Like I would just be
Well,
like, all right.
You wouldn't have to. Yeah.
I know, but you know, sometimes.
Well, you could go do longer rides, and that's how you wear
Yeah.
yourself out. You know, you could go do stuff you normally couldn't have done. Do the same loop 3 times compared to 1 time. You know, with
That's
the
the
same
thing.
energy.
That's the appealing thing.
Yeah,
to
so
it.
you just have to go a little harder.
Yeah. I don't know, but
I haven't even ridden one. Like I don't even know what it's like.
Once
I have no idea.
we did a build day at TDS,
Mm-hmm.
and one of this
What's
guy.
a build day?
Where
Everybody
you,
just builds bikes?
well, no, it's like the ranch out there in Grass Valley.
Oh yeah. It's a trail builder day.
Yeah, it's not even so much you're building trails. It's more like just like cleanup. Like you're just
Okay.
you know getting all the
Maintenance
leaves,
is a big property, yeah.
Oh, it's huge. You have to
Yeah,
do it with those
yeah.
type of races. And so I was out there one day, and there was this guy who owned an e-bike shop in Tahoe, and he was just like, "Hey, you want to ride this?" And it was a nuke proof.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
those are
And
cool.
dude, I went up this hill, and as soon as like you you put that first pedal stroke in,
Yeah.
it feels like you just like put the gas on. Like
Really?
you're just like, whoa, okay, it's got that torque.
Yeah.
And then going up the hill, dude, just so easy,
Yeah.
so easy.
I bet.
It's
I've
too
seen-
easy.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen it. I'm like, that's crazy.
They're doing laps.
Imagine, being in really good shape riding one of those.
I would like to get a bike and e-bike, rent it maybe, and go do Downeyville. Because Downeyville has got so many rides that like adventure off way the fuck out there.
Yeah.
And it's great for e-bikes.
Yeah.
The ride that I did, I wasn't in good shape when I did it, but I was so dead at the end. I was so dead.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more climbing involved at Downeyville.
Yeah.
And when I mean climbing, I mean it's nothing like too crazy.
Yeah.
But it's definitely climbing going down.
An e-bike would be cool Mount Huff too, because you could come down and you could at least go like 3/4 way up and hit like some of your favorite parts again.
Oh,
you, don't have
you
to go
could
all the
probably go
top.
right back up.
Yeah. Make a
Well,
day out
and
of
there
it.
and there's just other trails you can.
Yeah, exactly. That way you can hit
use.
multiple runs.
So I would like to try. We should do that this summer and just rent rent them.
I would be interested just to try it, and that way I know, hey, do I really want one of these or not? You know?
You're gonna say yes.
Yeah.
I think the biggest complaint people have is just the weight of them.
The weight, yeah. Some of them are huge.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah. Like, but that's getting better. That's only gonna get better.
It'd be cool because there's ones that have like less power or less. I don't know if it's less range or if it's less power.
I think it's less power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're lighter weight. They're like
the lightweight ones are cool.
pounds.
Those are the ones I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I don't want to go full e-bike. I'd rather go with like the assisted lightweight ones that look just the same as a regular bike.
Yeah.
And you get just a little bit of juice out of it.
And you're still pushing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what my enduro weighs. I'm thinking probably like 36 pounds.
Shoot, I don't know. I know mine.
It's not light. Even if that is carbon fiber, but it's not light. Yeah,
not in the grand scheme of not compared to like a light trail bike.
Trevor, look that up. Now I'm curious. I don't know how much. And also a Comacell Meta. That's going to be a...
oh, mine's like 38 out the door, I think.
30 out... okay.
Yeah, and I've put more stuff on that.
How do you spell that?
For the type, just type in Specialized Enduro. I should know this, but I don't. I'm pretty sure it's like 30, 35 stock.
Oh, yours is definitely lighter than mine. Well, yours is carbon.
Yeah, carbon. But it's not. Like, I wouldn't even mind going to an alloy bike.
I like alloy bikes.
To be completely honest.
They're not even that much heavier.
Yeah, that one right there. Oh. That first one, that's bam. Damn, they went down pretty low on that price.
Yeah, that's looking.
Then if you go
only 4,000.
Only 4,000. Only 4,000. If you go down right, let's see, you'll see their specs right here. So let's go to product details maybe. No, it's good. Technical
specifications.
Yeah, might be. It's not. I don't think they.
Oh wait.
They say.
They should say.
Well, right there. Wait, 35 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, that's an S4, and I have S3, so
yours
roughly 35. I'm gonna say mine's like 38 pounds, especially with that fog.
Oh, is S3 bigger bike?
Smaller bike.
Oh, smaller bike. So you should be less than 35.
Yeah, S4 is essentially.
Oh, that's 35 10 ounces though.
Yeah. And S4 is essentially a large.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes I could ride an S2. That's like considered.
I want to downsize. If I could do one thing right now, I'd just downsize.
That's the exact one I got.
Yeah, it's nice.
Right here.
Right there, bam, right there. I know. Didn't ride much this summer, unfortunately.
Nah, I haven't ridden since the 4th. Hot.
Dude, the fact that you survived that tire going flat is actually kind of insane.
Yeah. Well,
were you hauling ass at the point at that? You had to have been, because that thing sliced it.
Oh yeah, I thought the whole bike was going into the rock, including me.
Yeah. Well, on top of it, we were on like a cliff side.
Yeah, well, I'd rather go on the rock because the other side was completely just
a mountain
downhill, really steep.
Well, I knew when we sat there.
I was committed to the rock.
I was committed.
Well, luckily I had the knee pads in, so I would have like hopefully just like scraped my knee, my side of my calf a little bit.
Yeah.
But the bike, I was afraid the bike was gonna be destroyed, but we just hit the tire and we're good.
It's always when you know you're okay, it's like, what's the bike look like?
So what happened exactly?
I was coming down. What trail was that?
That was Tollgate off of Mount Huff.
Yeah, and I was a little hungover too, riding that day, so I was a little wobbly.
The day after 4th of July, so maybe not the best day to go bike riding.
I was hurting, and I was a little wobbly, but we were coming down. And it was like a super steep section, and the trail just had a little cut off. But on the upper side right here, it was like jagged rock sticking out a little bit. And so I was coming down that. It was super fast.
Yep.
But I just got a little bit loose, and it was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna go off the trail here, I either go off the side, which is way downhill, like I could really hurt myself here, or I got to go into. It was a terrible spot. I had to go into the rock side. And so I kind of was like just hugging the rock side, and the sidewall of my tire hit one of those rocks, and I just hear like a pop, and like the sealant trying to seal it.
Yeah.
but it
was
completely ripped the sidewall.
It was
But somehow I didn't go
into.
into the rock. Like, I don't know if the tire kind of kicked me out, and I was able to just kind of save it.
The Cush core probably helped a little bit. Probably like
and then we were like a couple miles up. And I had the Cush cores with just a foam insert in there, and I was able to ride out on it, which was nice. Because that would have been a hike out, and I was so hungover. It was hot.
It was hot. It was a
hot
day.
for up there.
It was way too. It was
over 100 degrees.
It was over at the bottom, like where Quincy was. It was 100 degrees for sure.
Yeah.
But that was, thank God it happened at the bottom. Because that was at the very bottom.
Well, I had a lot of fun too already on that trail. Yeah. It was so fast.
It's so fast.
Like, you don't want to be hungover riding it just because you're going so fast.
You got to be locked in.
Yeah. You want to be like at peak shape doing that.
Because what that trail does is it essentially, you skip all the climbing of the Mount Huff Trail.
Yeah.
Because you still do the Mount Huff Trail up top. You still do it up top. Which is, I love the top section. But then you miss some good sections on the Mount Huff Trail that are fun. That's the only.
I would like to do it twice.
Yeah, you got to do it twice.
Yeah, you could do Tollgate first.
If they could somehow pave the road all the way up to the top, that would be legit.
Level.
That's how it is at Downeyville. The roads all the way.
If it gets busy enough up there, but there's just not enough. I mean, that's a lot of money to pave all that up there.
Oh, it's tons of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
You never know if you get enough people going up there, and that road keeps getting destroyed.
That road it's not too bad towards the bottom, which then you but towards the top, there's some steep sections that are rough.
Yeah.
God bless
that van,
dude.
That van just sounds like it's falling apart on the way up
every
there.
Every time.
Just every bolt's been rattled loose on that thing,
dude. It's just doing runs constantly. I mean, they're not open up 7 days a week, but I mean, they're doing 3. Well, actually, they have shuttles now. They have 2 shuttles every hour.
Yeah.
Every.
I'm trying to
other hour, some shit like that.
I didn't. Going to North Star was on the bucket list this summer, and I just didn't do it.
You got to be in shape. You want to be in shape, and you want to be riding your bike for a while. Don't go fresh into.
I just got out of it after the 4th little bit.
Yeah, life happens.
Yeah. But this next summer, I'm going for sure.
Yeah. I didn't go either this year.
I know.
I went to Mount Huff several times though.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to. I would really like to do. You would want to do the e-bike Downeyville because
I'm down.
There's some shit out there that looks insane.
Yeah.
That one, Trevor. What I mean, I know you had a big crash on the bike years ago.
Yeah, in middle school, I was in Silver Falls, Oregon.
Was that in Oregon?
That was in Oregon. Yeah.
I thought that was going down the head dam.
No, that was in Oregon. I've never ridden a bike on Head Dam. I've only hiked it.
Oh, okay.
But basically, there was something wrong with my brakes. I tried to slow down as I'm coming down this hill, and kind of like your story, Kyle, the other side of the trail was basically just a drop off.
Yeah.
And then I had trees and shit to my right. I thought I could maybe just jump off the bike and run out the speed. And
Terrible idea.
No, that was a horrible idea.
You usually get 1 or 2 steps in, and then it's just you're gone.
Dude.
So I didn't even get that far. The crotch of my shorts got caught up in the bike seat as I tried to jump off. And me and the bike basically just tumbled. Luckily, I stayed on the trail. I didn't go off the side. But a stick, it's something, they think it was a stick because they found a bit of it inside my thigh.
Ooh.
Sliced open my thigh, and like you could fit a softball in there.
Ooh. A softball?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, bro. You got faded on.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, I didn't even realize what happened. I didn't feel it. I thought, like, I hit my balls right when I jumped off that bike, and so that was my main priority as I was on the ground, as I was in the fetal position, clutching my testicles, thinking I tore my sack open. And then I went to get up and noticed I had a little bit of blood running down my leg, and there was just a fat chunk of my thigh missing.
Dude, that's gnarly.
I got a picture of it. It was like 13 stitches, 2 internal stitches. They had to close it up before they could stitch the skin back together. I got a picture of it right before they started doing the external stitches.
External stitches, yeah. Oh, my God. Where at in Oregon again? Sorry, I was...
Silver Falls.
Where's Silver Falls? I don't know if I know where that is.
Geographically, I am not too sure. I just know
That's where I was. You were young. You were
yeah,
young.
I was
You were young.
going into 8th grade.
Sounds like a cool place.
Beautiful hiking and trails. Ton of, like the name suggests, there's tons of waterfalls there. Nearest hospital was like 45 minutes away though. That was really fun.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's a
45 minutes.
Oh yeah, so I had to.
Well, and you got to get out of there.
Yeah,
like, are you guys in the middle of nowhere, right on a trail?
Yeah, pretty much. We luckily had just actually passed a road where the trail kind of it cuts across a road. It's like a normal like paved street.
Yeah.
And then you go down into it a little further. We were kind of just starting to go down into it, so we weren't too far from the road. So I ended up hobbling back to the road. My mom rode off to get my dad, who was still back at the campsite, and he comes by in his pickup truck, picks me up. We drive 45 minutes to the hospital.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's Silver Falls State Park.
Click on that. Salem. Oh, it's up towards Portland.
Oh, it's up. No, it's up there. Damn.
Yeah, it's definitely not like surface level Oregon. It's
surface level Oregon.
Next to Salem.
Salem, yeah.
Scroll out again. Scoot. One more time. Yeah, Portland.
What's going on in Oregon on the eastern side, huh?
Mount Hood National Forest.
I don't know. I
bet you some awesome riding in Mount Hood.
Eastern side of the border. Oregon border is Idaho, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I know Idaho is really not too far. Seems like it's in the middle of nowhere.
And there's a river that actually.
But yeah, Trevor, you gotta be careful, brother. Dude, you're getting. I mean, were you mobbing?
Oh, I was going way too fast. That's why I tried to brake. I was coming up to this corner and the other side of it was a drop off. I'm like, oh, I need to slow down, and I was holding my rear brakes all the way down to the handlebars. Nothing was happening, and then I tried gently applying the front brakes. Nothing happened until I was locked in on both of them, and I wasn't slowing down. So then I just.
And I would just love to see what kind of bike you were on too. That would be the best.
It was a Target special.
It was a Target. The brakes
that's
not
what we
working.
all rode.
Yeah, it was by no means
100%,
a capable bike. It was a piece of crap that had gone through some pretty vigorous thrashing already prior to that trip.
It's seen some shit.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the fact that you were riding it like that, bro, like it was Red Bull Rampage, just sending it down a mountain, and you're out here crashing, getting sticks in your legs.
Oh, dude, I don't think I've ridden a mountain bike really since.
I was gonna say that was the day Trevor said mountain biking.
Not trails or anything like that.
You gotta get back on the saddle, man.
You gotta get back on the saddle. Yeah. You could ride the bike.
Yeah, I used to ride a bike to work every day. All right.
You know what? I'll tell you this.
Awesome.
I'll tell you this. Everyone who wants to get into biking should go to Mount Huff and try it.
Yeah,
for the first experience.
Yeah.
I think Mount
There's
Huff
some
would
spots
be,
where
there's some spots that would get dicey. You take it slow. Like, I mean, it's not too bad.
Maybe just ride like the bottom half.
I mean, yeah, you could ride the bottom half or only half of it, which is the beauty. But I would never take them. I mean, I've taken a few people for their first time in Bidwell, which, mind you, my first time was Bidwell too. So, and I feel like it's either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. There's no in between.
Oh, yeah. Bidwell, yeah.
There's no in between.
See, for me, I hated the climbing aspect of it, but I always loved going downhill.
You can get around the climb.
I love it. I was going to say
you can get around it.
Those electric bikes were sounding really good to me when you guys were talking about just sitting back on the climb.
Yeah, we shuttle
Depends
most
where
of the
you
time.
want to ride.
I mean, if we're being, I mean, like I said, I'm not an avid rider who's staying. When you're in shape, climbing's actually great when you're in shape because you're not. It's not killing you.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like it hurts.
Yeah, I'm not on the
you know
camera,
what I mean?
But we can all clearly see I'm not in bike shape.
But no,
I'm
not either. Like I just went 2 weeks ago and I was like, damn, I didn't even do any climbing, and it kicked my ass.
So I guess the thing is, I need to get.
It's just
I need to get
demanding.
in shape
Biblo's
and
different.
then get in bike shape.
Yeah.
No, the only way to get in bike shape is go ride a bike.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
That's the
pretty
hard
much.
part. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because you can train for it, but you can be as fit as you want. If you're not actually doing it, you're not going to be in. That's why I call it bike shape, because it's just completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different. But everyone has those crashes, you know. I've had a few out in Bidwell. One time I went over the bars, dude, on Guardians.
Yeah.
And I was by myself. It was like one of my few times when I got the black niner, the medium niner that my dad has.
Yeah.
And I went OTB over the bars, and pretty much the whole handlebars were crooked. The whole cockpit crooked. I didn't have any tools on me.
The only thing
just rookie move.
Yeah.
Rookie move.
Gotta have a
Rookie fucking
multi-tool.
move. Like, absolutely.
If you're gonna have one thing.
And so, dude, I got roasted so bad on the trail by a fucking hiker. And honestly, I just had to give him props.
What'd he say?
I had to give him props. He goes, "Oh, damn, man." He's like, "It looks like you had an accident." And I went, "Yeah, I did." And he goes, "Hey, do you need a tool?" Like, I don't know how he knew I didn't have a tool or something.
Yeah.
Obviously, because the bars weren't fixed. And I said, "Yeah, I do actually," because I don't have one. And he kept fucking running. I went, "That motherfucker, dude."
What a dick.
It was a dick move.
Why would you ask that?
Dude, he must have just hated mountain bikers.
Oh, that's funny.
Which is like,
you get people out there like that. They
yeah.
think they're messing
No,
the
you
trails
do.
up
You
and
do.
stuff.
In fact, speaking of which, I just saw this morning, they put a gate up by Trash Line.
Oh, so you can't get in?
I mean, you can hop the gate, but you can't really get in.
Huh.
You can't just like. You can definitely hop the gate. It's a
Yeah.
hoppable gate, but someone put a gate up there. I bet it was from cars driving there, but at the same time, I don't know.
Maybe because they put some dozer line in there?
Probably
something?
they did put a dozer line.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
The trash line's pretty messed up now.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, they put that.
Well, that's a
up there.
bummer.
People are gonna ride it anyways.
Yeah.
Like it is a funny one to shuttle up to. Like, you're not even warmed up. Your first drop-ins and right into trash line.
Everything gets better though from there on out.
It
you know?
does.
Yeah.
It does. It's a good awakening.
Your confidence just gets better.
It's a good awakening. Yeah, puts you right into the shit. So, but yeah, I've had a few back to crashing. I've never had the Corning skate park on the on the BMX bike. I went again over the bars on a jump, and landed front heavy, and I put my arm out and I snapped my arm.
Ooh. When was this?
That was back when we worked at the movie theater.
Oh
days.
yeah, I remember this.
And I had a full-on red cast. Like, dude, this shit was a full.
How bad
full-on-
was your arm? Was it like hanging?
It wasn't hanging. It was when I say snapped, it was what's
You
it?
broke.
What do they call it?
Fractured it?
Fractured it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fracture.
Yeah.
But
It wasn't like when I broke my arm.
no,
When I broke
Oh,
both the bones in complete half.
that was fucked up. That was,
That's gnarly.
dude.
So speaking of, I got that picture I have of my leg. I don't know if you want me to throw it up.
Throw it up. Yeah, let's see. Oh my god.
You were not kidding.
No, yeah. So when this part right here was all the way like open like
Dude,
that.
you were not kidding.
Bro, it got you.
I'm like, this
dog.
guy's exaggerating.
No,
Softball. Damn.
And that's when I broke my arm.
Oh
How'd you do
my
that?
god.
That was football freshman year.
Damn.
Goodness.
How'd that happen?
Bro, you're Mr. Brittle Man over here.
In the good old dog pile, basically someone fell on my arm.
Okay.
It was already
There's like something under it or something.
exactly, basically just the leverage snapped it. As soon as it happened, I felt like electricity go up my arm.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling the same way when I fractured my humerus, and I just yelled out, "I broke my fucking arm!" And this one
Appropriate.
You did.
One of my teammates looks at me. He's like, "No, you didn't." And I hold up my arm, and it's just dangling.
I've seen someone do that before.
Yeah,
That's bad.
And
Oh, we
it's
were on the
gnarly.
field.
It's
Like,
gnarly. I remember
Was it a
seeing-
game or practice?
no, it was a practice right before we were going to go to I want to say Wheatland.
Okay.
It was like the third game of the season, and I was out for the rest of the fucking year.
Oh yeah.
Dude, yeah. But when I
I had to
did
get screws in yours, huh?
I got
plates and stuff.
So I had 2 pins put in my wrist. They took those out, but the problem was when they were trying to set it at the hospital, the tendon for my middle finger was in between the 2 pieces of the bones.
Yeah.
Because both these bones completely in half.
Yeah.
So whenever they were trying to set it, and it wasn't setting because it kept getting caught on that tendon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they had to. They sent me home that night, and then I came in.
They say your work is here.
Oh
it's
yeah,
done.
dude, they wrapped me in a splint.
It's done.
They gave me a fat drug cocktail. That was on so much morphine.
Lovely.
I know that.
Yeah, and then the next morning I had to go to the Skyway Surgery Center.
Well, Trevor, you know what?
Dang. Well, I'm sorry. Hey,
Mine was not
I've
that.
never had a broken bone.
The one. So I break it.
Well, yeah,
I crashed right in front of this little kid on a scooter.
Not a scooter kid.
And he just said, "Damn!" And I get up and I'm like, "Damn, that hurt! Like that hurt really bad." But I also have this adrenaline going, and I try to continue to ride, and I can't even grip the handlebars. And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, this is not good."
Something's wrong.
And so, but then I was thinking about the drive back, and I had to drive back from Corny in my dad's truck, which is stick shift.
Yeah.
And so I had to fucking use one hand and drive that bitch because I couldn't, dude. It was bad.
Yeah.
And then I didn't go to the doctors for like 2 days.
Yeah.
My parents were out of town, so I was like having people over, and I was like in a makeshift like sling. And I was like, all right, I gotta go.
Yeah.
My arm snapped, or my arms fucking hurt.
Yeah.
But
And it was.
so sometimes I hate that this goes through my brain when I'm riding, especially when I'm going fast.
Yeah.
If something will just come up and be like, hey, if you crash, it's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's just probably
I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
just
get the fuck out of my
defense
head.
mechanism. Just saying like, hey, don't mess up right here.
But I know people that just don't ever think about that,
Yeah, some people don't have that,
and they just
or maybe
go.
they just ignore it. I don't know. Yeah.
But
It's called denial.
denial, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Especially bid-ball. It's only in bid-ball that it really does it for me.
Oh, there's definitely times I think like, yeah, I can't mess up right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
The worst is when the front tire just gets washed out and you just gravity does its
Oh
thing.
yeah, you go down so fast.
So a blink of an eye.
Yeah,
dude,
you
just
just, before you know it, it's done.
done.
Yeah.
Absolutely done. But that's why going back to the Mount Huff thing, I want to go check out the Everstoke place.
Yeah.
That would be a good place, like just from the videos I've seen of those guys making those trails. That would probably be a good bike or a good place to have an e-bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's a lot of uphill.
It's hard to get to a lot of those trails. Probably. Yeah.
My ass at TDS, bro. I did 2 runs and I was cooked.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, that's 2 runs.
It was 2 runs, but I was hiking, getting out of there. And I did 3 runs. The first run I took the wrong trail,
Okay.
and so I was like not really enjoying the ride because I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then, so you got to come out and do. If they do a dig day, I'll let you know.
I'd like to.
Because
I
then you
work
get to
this
ride
year,
it.
yeah. But I'd like to. I want to see what that's all about.
You work what year or when you work what day?
When is it?
Oh, I don't know when it is. They just announced it.
Oh, I'm saying
like,
this last year I worked for TDS. I worked during TDS.
Oh, during yeah.
Yeah.
This is like months before TDS.
Okay.
To clean it up for that
Yeah.
event. And then you get a nice little sticker.
Yeah, I need that sticker.
Need that sticker.
Yeah.
It's cool. It was a good time. The family that runs it, they're just like
I saw a video on
they're
that
badass.
once. Yeah,
dude.
they're cool.
They just dream family having a ranch
so
of
cool.
this riding like all these trails and Specialized is like goes there. I think they're sponsored there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
However it works.
Yeah.
They have like their own trail. That's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's like a pro trail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many trails. Pretty cool what they do.
Yeah, I want to see
Pretty,
what it looks like.
pretty damn
'cause I
cool.
Yeah.
So you worked this year for TDS? Is that what you're saying?
I said I worked this last year.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
This year I don't know. I have to look. At dates.
Gotcha. I forget what days it is, but
So
that's fun.
I want to go see that too. I want to go see the actual race.
Yeah. Oh, it's such
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah.
It's such a great time.
So it looks like.
And it's fun just hiking around and
Yeah.
look that whole ranch area.
Yeah.
Trevor, you ever heard of TDS?
I have not. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah. Just type in like TDS. Yeah, that's good. It should pop up. You might have to do like, there it is. TDS
Texas
syndrome.
dermatologist.
Texas dermatologist.
Okay.
2024 event schedule.
Yes, sir. TDS. April 25th. Friday, April 26th.
So this was this year's.
Oh,
so
they
I
need
gotta-
2025. It would be
Okay.
2025. Times are moving.
Yeah, I forgot we're almost at the end of 2024 already.
Right?
It always takes me like a month or two to get the date right.
Oh, wait. I mean, that's everybody. That's everybody.
Every
That's
time.
a program flaw in our DNA.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they might have not released it yet.
It might be New Year.
Speaking of time moving fast, do you ever think about your very first memory you ever had? Or
You can remember
or
yours?
no, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Do you remember or do you know your very first memory?
No. I mean, I've got some like hazy stuff that I'm not sure if like were memories or dreams.
That's the thing. It
That's-
blends.
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
It blends.
I don't really know mine. I just bring it up because it's just
I feel like I know mine, but I probably remember it differently than it actually was, you know?
yeah. Oh, 100%.
But I also moved a couple different places. I only have like one or two memories from like one of the first places I ever lived.
yeah.
And then actually places after that where I lived, I don't even have any memories, but it's weird.
Yeah.
Until I moved up to like Magalia, and then I remember a lot.
Yeah.
But I moved up there when I was like 4. So
Right.
I only have like a couple memories before I was 4.
I know. Isn't that crazy though? Like
yeah, but I can remember. I think
vaguely.
I can.
Yeah, vaguely. I can remember some shit too that I remember when I almost killed my grandpa and my brother and my cousin in the motorhome, and I was 2 years old, and I just remember being
Oh, you were 2?
going to the hospital. I was
yeah.
2.
Yeah, you're looking-
See, I remember Christmas when I was 3, because my aunt and uncle were still together. So my mom's sister, my aunt, and then her husband were still together. And that dude scared the fuck out of me. I don't know what it was. I just remember feeling afraid of him.
I remember there was grown-ups like I was like there's something about him. I was like don't fucking look at me. I'm scared of you. I don't know. It was just but what I was trying to say is isn't that weird? Just all of a sudden you're just I'm human. I'm walking this fucking this world.
Yeah.
Just all of a sudden you got it. But
Yeah.
the last 3 years you were just
You were just in autopilot.
I think it's like your brain's still developing
Yeah.
the ability to retain memories. You know, like
100%.
Yeah.
It's gotta be that.
your brain obviously is still growing when you're born, but it's not quite ready to keep track of everything.
yeah.
Which I think is a good thing, because I wouldn't want to remember having my ass get wiped and all that stuff, like being a baby. No one wants to
shitting your pants.
No one wants to remember. Yeah, not to mention that. Like,
Just
how,
pissing on Bill.
Yeah.
Bill's just trying to get Trevor's diapers changed, and Trevor's just like, you know what, fuck this guy. Piss on him.
Pretty sure every baby does that at some point. At least every baby
It's the
boy
air.
does that.
It's like the fresh air or something that hits it. That's what, yeah.
Lets it rip.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I get too cold, I gotta pee. I don't know why.
Well,
I don't know. You probably
Like,
look it up.
If I'm doing like a
Why?
truck delivery.
is that a thing?
Maybe.
It probably is. Everything's a thing these days.
Yeah.
Damn near. But I mean, I just think I just don't know, Trevor. I don't know. Your I'll tell you this. Your computer work is pretty magic.
I'm trying my best. It's
pretty magic.
I'm not quite used to handling the computer and the cameras at the same time just yet, but
So Kyle, how we feeling? How we feeling about SC?
God. God damn it.
But they're coming off a win. They're coming off a win.
We got some optimism today. We got
Yes.
some optimism today
Oh, you did.
with USC football. Yeah, it's been a hard year. You know, a lot of close games lost, but we started that new quarterback yesterday. Jaden Mayava, hard name to say for me, but he had a great game, got a great win. Offense looked good, and then we had the 5-star quarterback commit today.
Oh, that was
we had one already kind of committed, but he kept just taking other visits the entire recruiting process, and the whole fan base was like, "Hey, we're done with this guy. Like, he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah,
he's just trying to use us to get the highest bidder, you know." And so this kid wanted to be here, so it was cool. But I'm feeling optimistic, you know. We'll see.
So he got away from Miller Moss, huh?
Yeah, that dude was not it.
Miller Moss was not.
Noodle on.
You know, it's so. I mean, I guess LSU just lost. Oh yeah, what were we doing here again, Trevor?
Oh
yes,
yeah.
back to the pee.
Yeah, it is. It's a thing, man.
Yes, it's common for people to urinate more often when it's cold, and this is called cold.
Protects you from the cold, preserves heat.
Where does it say that? Oh, it preserves heat. Yep.
Yeah. How?
Well,
it probably says it right there.
Well, Trevor, you're not the only one, buddy.
All right.
You're not the only one, so you can go to sleep knowing that you're staying warm.
Well, I don't want to go to sleep cold and then pee, and then that's why I'm warm, right?
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do...
I'm warm knowing that I'm not alone.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
All right.
But, yeah, SC. Well, you know what? I think they need to get rid of Lincoln Riley. I think that's what they need to do.
Hey,
I think that experiment's over with.
Well, you can't. His contract buyout's so much that he can't afford to. So he's there for another year or two.
Okay.
So the good thing is there's some optimism. There's recruiting's getting better.
I mean, he brought in great coaches this year.
Yeah, the coaches got better. The players need to get better.
Personally, how good was this team expected to be? Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
They weren't expected to be great.
No,
they weren't expected to be great. But they should have won a lot of good. They should have beat Penn State, who's top 4. And
yeah,
they were up on Michigan. They should have won those games.
Was it Maryland? Did they lose?
They lost to Maryland. They choked so many games. They lost 5 one-score games.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 2-5 and 5-score games or 1-score games. Sorry, and yeah, so they are right there. But a lot of it comes down to coaching. Lincoln's still young; he's still learning. But I'm optimistic for the future still. I go through waves, man. I go through waves. I'm like, we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
Then some good things happen. Like, we're back.
Right. Well, the NCAA is good when SC is good.
Yeah.
You know
and the thing is, like, NIL, all this stuff is changing. Conferences are changing. Playoffs. Recruiting's changing. It's a hard time to, like, rebuild right now because you're trying to, like, fix things at your current program, but things are changing. You don't know how to approach them. Yeah. So I give Lincoln some, like, slack when it comes to that.
Yeah. I want to see them do good. Like I said, I think it's good for college football.
The throwback jerseys, do you see those?
Yeah, those were nice. Those were nice.
And I want to make those the main jerseys.
Yes.
You know? And moving forward, we're going to go back to these ones.
They should. They should.
Do your own little style.
They haven't switched it up in a really long time. And when it's a good look like that.
Yeah, it's clean.
You need a good look.
And it's already been a classic look, you know.
It's already
gone through the changes of looks. It's never been just one look, you know.
No.
It's always been, hey, we have a traditional uniform. Yep. And we don't do anything other than that.
We're not.
But the traditional uniforms changed over time.
100%. And we're
still rolling with the Pete Carroll look, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to switch it up.
Exactly. And another thing too is, you know, you can't just put something out there that's hot garbage.
No.
You can't be the Best Buy Rams. You know what I mean?
No.
The Best Buy Rams, I mean, I still to this day, I don't know how they haven't changed their uniforms.
They're so bad.
They're literally.
I like the uniforms they had before. They were kind of an old school.
The old school, yes, because it's
good.
Worked.
Todd Gurley was running there.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
I mean, good.
They should have never changed those uniforms, and then they went to Best Buy Rams.
Or it's like a highlighter.
It's Best Buy.
Yeah, it is Best Buy.
It's fucking Best Buy Rams.
Best Buy,
dude. Every game I watch them, I go, "This is."
It is Best Buy.
Why haven't they changed this? Like, are they in a contract on how long a logo's gonna?
They don't
last?
get to decide. I think Nike decides that pretty much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Nike. Dude,
They got the contract.
I mean, maybe someone hates the Rams at Nike.
It's a possibility.
Because that shit. I mean, it looks like it's either the Best Buy Rams or the IKEA Rams.
Yeah, either one.
It's either one.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Shout out to the Rams because you know what? Their team's
I think they won
on
today.
paper kind of looks trash, but
Puka was going off. He had like 25
you
fantasy
got-
points at half, and then he didn't. I don't think he touched the ball the second half, but they were up.
yeah. Well, did the Jets win? I'm always curious.
Yeah,
I'm always locked in
too.
on the
I didn't
Jets.
get to see some of the endings here.
Well, they weren't playing good at all for a minute.
Oh, Rodgers today still only had like 100 yards throwing.
Yeah, I
through
mean,
three
what
quarters.
I'm curious on your thoughts on that. Like, do you think he's washed, or do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think he's washed?
yeah.
Just yeah.
He hasn't had a 300-yard game in like some crazy amount of games, and he's not getting any closer.
Yeah.
He brought in his offense coordinator. He got hit Devontae there now. I mean, he's got Garrett Wilson, who's a top 10 receiver. Like, he's got a top 5 running back.
Yes, he does.
Like,
yeah.
there's no excuses, man.
I don't see the game.
Hey, wait, go up, scroll up a little bit.
Scroll up.
Wait, scroll down a little bit. Oh, there's the Rams right there. Rams beat the Pats. Who did the Niners play? Or they're playing right now?
They're playing right now. Yeah.
Go down just a little bit right there. 7-6. We got it. Oh,
No,
halftime.
7-8.
Oh, 6.
6. I can't tell. I think it is 6. It is
Oh, it's
6.
from that screen curve.
The screen
Yeah, I
curve.
think it's 6.
Downsides of the screen.
But
curve.
what was it? Oh, the Jets. They won.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Gotta scroll up.
Sorry.
They played the Colts. Oh no, they lost.
Oh, they lose.
Dude, the Lions killed the Jaguars.
Oh, yeah. They were
Oh,
running
the
up
Lions,
score.
I
They
think-
were running it up. They were passing with, like, up 40.
The Lions might be Super Bowl contenders.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they are. top
Well,
14.
I mean, like they might actually win it.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll
I
see.
don't think
I think they got the talent to.
I don't think there's another team that's better than them right now. I don't think the Ravens. The Ravens barely.
They lost today.
They lost
to the
today.
Steelers.
Wow, Russ is cooking. He's
It
cooking
was a
up.
defensive battle, dude. It was
Russ.
tough. I watched that game.
Russ is cooking up 16-point
But
games.
he's
and
4-0, I think, right now. with
Wait,
them.
18-16 was that the score?
Oh, the Bills are beating the Chiefs right now.
Yeah, that's a game that's we're kind of missing, but that's always a battle. Chiefs will win. Chiefs will win. I have a theory this year that the Chiefs will win every single game. Now I'm going to jinx it right now, but the Chiefs
Lose
will.
the Super Bowl.
They will. Yes, there'll be two.
Didn't that was
gonna
what
pull
Brady
the
did.
Patriots.
That was what
Yeah.
Brady. Yeah,
Yeah.
pull the Patriots. The only I think they're going to be too banged up. They'll lose eventually. They might lose
They're
tonight.
gonna lose today.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
We'll
know,
see.
dude. I say that every time.
I say it
Every
too.
time, and then guess what? They win. And honestly, it is very apparent that the league helps them out.
Oh yeah.
Like it's there.
It's such a in your face. It's such a common joke, but really at the end of the day, it's like, yeah,
They've made it a joke.
Yeah.
They've made it a joke.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm curious what's not scripted at this point, if there is anything.
I know it's people are waking up. Everything's scripted. This podcast
I'd
is
be
100%
curious
scripted.
to know. I
Oh,
wonder if
dude.
we'll ever know. I don't know.
Well, I don't think every game is,
I don't
but
think so.
I mean, I think if they
I think
want
the big ones.
if they want to have influence, they're gonna have influence.
Yeah, they definitely influence games for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, heck, I mean, it came out about
100%.
the NBA. There was like a ring of referees that would fix games.
Oh, yeah.
For like gambling reasons. Like
I forgot that one guy's name.
Yeah, that guy. What was his name?
Bald dude.
I think he was working with like some.
Wasn't that
people
he
with the
fixed against
mob.
the Lakers against the Kings, right?
Yes, Lakers Kings. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
screwed
You
the
could
Kings.
probably just type in.
Gambling.
Sorry, I just can't read it when it's on that screen.
Oh, gotcha.
No, I know.
Oh yeah, Tim Donahue.
Donahue. Yep, Tim Donahue. Yep, that's right. Fucking Donahue. It would be with somebody. Last name Donahue. But they had kind of going back to this Tyson fight.
I forgot about the Tyson fight till just now. Yeah.
Rigged.
Oh,
That has to be rigged.
I don't even know if it was rigged or if it was.
Or
just,
he was just that old. You know what I mean?
That was just so.
Well,
Like he knew he was fighting an old man. He was gonna spar him. It was like a sparring match.
It was a sparring match.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
it was.
and it also, like, a script for the fight came out on the internet. Like, people aren't sure if it's legit, but they basically followed what that script let out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty accurate to what happened. I think the only thing that was actually genuine were the undercard fights.
Yeah. Oh, well, the girls fight. Yeah, that was brutal.
Girls. I was hanging off.
Dude, freaking Kate Taylor headbutting Amanda Serrano, and then Serrano losing the decision like that. I think she got robbed. I think she was more dominant throughout the fight. Even with the damage from the headbutt, she still fucking took it to her.
Sometimes that damage just outweighs it. You know what I mean? Like if you're showing that your body's beat up.
Yeah, I mean, her eyes hanging off.
Yeah,
but that was from a cheap shot, right?
Yeah, it was from a headbutt. And then that's the thing. Even
as a judge, you gotta
Kate Taylor got a point deduction for it
and
later
still
in the
won.
fight. Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it to her. It was too close to call. It's too close to call. But that was messed up trying to see and like just know that your eye's about to fall out.
Oh yeah, and it starts swelling, and then your face bleeds so much. There's so many different blood vessels and stuff that if you get a cut to the face, it's gonna bleed more than most other places.
100%. Yeah, that was like there's just so much that's rigged.
Oh yeah.
There's just so much that's 100% rigged.
Did you guys have any connection issues watching the fight? Because that's
I mean the connection issues.
We
were
made
off
it.
the hook.
It was awful.
I thought it was just us for a minute, and then you checked.
I
the internet.
knew it was. I had good internet, and I knew it was gonna.
What do you think Netflix thought that was gonna happen? Like, you're advertising this.
Like you weren't prepared. You didn't test what your
didn't-
servers would do with that many people.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, typically how many people you have that
You're
could watch
gonna
this
know
fight.
who are gonna want. Yes, you have the numbers.
Yeah.
And dude, it was fucking Roblox the whole time.
Yeah.
See, I didn't have any issues.
Some people
Oh,
didn't.
so you didn't have any
No, I
issues.
didn't have any
Some
issues.
people didn't.
But I mean,
Wow.
I streamed it on my phone. I don't know.
Maybe
if
that. I mean,
really-
that could have been it. Maybe it was a big screen TV that we were streaming it on.
Or like if
I don't
if
know.
you're using like Fire Stick or something like that, or Roku, or I don't know, maybe different services that provide that had different.
Yeah.
We're on to something here.
I'm just throwing it out.
But that's like most
But-
people.
Yeah.
You know
I mean,
what I
what
mean?
else?
Yeah.
You gotta stream it through something.
I mean,
They don't make a Netflix.
I get it.
thing.
I get your whole, iPhone and everything, but
It's an app,
most
yeah.
people are gonna watch it on the TV
yeah.
with other people.
Oh yeah, I don't have issues though on anything with my Prime though.
Yeah,
Stick.
that's true.
No.
Well, it was Netflix.
Yeah, I know, but it was on a Prime stick.
Oh, it was on a Prime stick.
So
I
it's
see.
not like the Prime is slowed down on the Prime.
It was
stick.
probably just a connection
internet.
between.
It's
a
it was their
Netflix
servers.
and
There's a lot of
server,
people
yeah.
watching that
You
fight.
got, all right, so iPad storage is full.
Oh.
Well, we got
Bum,
52 minutes in.
Bum, 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 bum. But don't worry. It's good. We can take a little break. Oh, I'm gonna send that to my phone, and then we'll just go from there. And we're back again. Keep having technical difficulties. We had it last time with Eric.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch that one.
Happened twice. Yeah, you know what? You not watching my shit? No,
I'm sorry,
I'm just
man.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know what we were talking about before it cut off there. I have no idea. But
No, but let's talk
he said
about
no.
the news today.
what's the news today?
New Mac Miller album.
Oh,
Oh.
shit, that's right.
I don't know the details.
I don't know the details. It was called Bloominaire or
Bloomin' Onion?
Bloomin. Was it? Can I get the Bloomin' Onion, please? No, it was like balloon something. Look that up, Trev.
Reno.
I swear, but I mean that's kind of
It
crazy.
was something like that.
It's I don't know how.
I don't know how to feel always
How
about
do you
that type
feel
of
about-
stuff.
Yeah, like is
Balloonerism.
it balloonerism? I mean, I'll tell you this:
Could
that's,
be on the way.
if that's the album cover, it's gonna be a certified banger.
Well, if it was a sister album, The Faces, it was gonna be
Yeah.
a banger. Because Faces was my top
So
3 for me.
this was Rostam Records are they're gonna be
They
the
own
ones
the rights to this?
they own the
Yeah.
rights. So no matter what anybody, like the family or anything says, like they can be the ones that ultimately release it.
Is there any way we could go and click on one of the top links to see what the actual details are on this?
Yeah, just click on that one.
Could be on the way.
So it could be.
Okay.
So yesterday, November 17th. That's all.
Okay, given the that's a lot of information.
Well, I mean, it's a whole link.
It's a lot.
Whole link. It sounds like so. Dan of ID Labs spoke about a mythical project. Mac did an actual track list, a few actually.
We'll see. I think it's rumors. It's looking like maybe some rumors.
It might be some rumors. Either way, it would be cool, but at the same time, like I also don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, because he's not the one releasing it. That should be up to him.
He's not releasing it. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't released in the first place,
yeah,
maybe he didn't want it released.
Exactly.
And if it's anything like Faces, it's not something maybe because he kind of steered away from that.
Don't release it for money.
Yeah.
Don't try to make money off the dude after making decisions for him after he's passed. Release it for the fan base. Release it to get his art out there. But as far as trying to make money off of him, I think that's shady.
No, it's 100% shady.
Yeah.
Well, and I also don't think if he had never intended to release it, why are we releasing it? I mean, obviously there's thousands of tracks.
People are just trying to benefit financially off of it.
Yeah, Mac has like thousands of tracks that are recorded that he never released for a reason.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of artists do,
Yeah.
And that's a kind of a big thing is artists, what they choose to release reflects who they are and what they want to present for themselves.
They don't always just make music to release. A lot of them make music just to make music.
Well, it's also something where it's almost, I wouldn't say it's like a bag of tricks, but it's something that they have in their locker. You know what I mean? Like it's never mastered. There's a bunch of songs and a bunch of
it's never
stuff,
finished.
but it's something that you can pick and pull lines from each song and put it into a new one and then master it.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of that.
Just a lot of art,
of that.
And then they when they go to make their final projects, they pick. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
There's a lot of that, and I mean, even there was some leaks that came out right after he passed of like unreleased songs. Wouldn't say right after, but like a year later. And you can tell
there's some
like
awesome tracks.
There's some awesome tracks,
but they were not finished.
They were not. You can tell like the production on it wasn't finished.
No, not even close.
Like
they're all just projects.
But it was interesting because you didn't know what era they came from. Like it didn't tell you what era.
No, but you could hear
tell.
it.
You could
hear
if you were
a fan, you knew.
You could hear like, oh, that's good AM, or that's like that was like a kid's song. Those were bangers. Yeah. Those were so good.
Yeah.
Those were.
I need to go back and re-listen to all those.
They were amazing. So yeah, it is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. I mean, who knows? So I thought it was coming out for sure. So it looks like it's not even like a for sure thing yet.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of rumor right now.
It sounded like from what I read that there was an artist that played a song at
Camp Flogna.
Yeah, and they related. The rumor mill started spinning because that song was supposedly on that album.
I see. Do you remember when he came out with Pharrell with Pink Slime?
Yeah, that was supposed to be an album. And they actually announced that was going to be an album.
They announced that, and then it never came out.
Slime, yeah.
It never came out. Like, I'd be interested to hear that.
I'm not the biggest Pharrell fan.
I'm not the biggest Pharrell fan.
Nothing
either.
Against him, great artist, and great at what he does.
Maybe something happened between the two where he's like,
I
can't like post this.
So,
can't drop this.
Oh, there's so many things I think get in the way. Money, dealing with different recording studios or whoever owns the rights. Everybody wants to get their hands in on everything,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. But that's kind of reminds. I just watched a Tupac this movie they made about him. pretty much an 8 Mile of Tupac. And
Gotcha.
it's crazy, like the whole Death Row Records and with Suge Knight and everything.
Stuff
like
was wild.
it's such a crazy story.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
And to this day, Suge Knight is still like doing interviews on it and shit. Like he just did one from prison, and like essentially exposing Diddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, everything that people already kind of suspect and know. But
yeah, that's wild. That whole situation is wild. Every time I read up more on it, I'm like, this is crazy.
yeah, and like nothing they never caught the guy.
It's just
like,
dark, man. No, I'm talking about like the Diddy stuff too.
Oh, the Diddy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's Suge Knight was saying that he's been an informant for the longest time.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he was just getting blackmail on people or what?
He's just essentially there's a little guinea pig.
Yeah.
And who couldn't be touched. Is what I got from it.
Yeah.
Which sounds like, because if this is really happening and happening for this long, why hasn't anybody spoken up?
He was protected until he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What changed to make him not protected anymore? That's my question.
Well, I mean,
don't
to
know.
a certain
I
extent,
don't know
like
if we'll ever know that.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like he's still being protected. Like I just feel like some of this has come to light, and you can't hide it no matter what, because there's still witnesses and people going, there's some weird shit going on. So it's definitely a thing now. But what's going on with him? Is he gonna go like Epstein? Epstein makes no sense either. That whole thing makes no sense. Him killing himself and nobody's seen it and the camera's not working. None of that makes sense.
Yeah, we all
None
know
of
what
that
happened there.
This guy is on an island right now, probably chilling. And I know
So
that's
like he was doing like the
but
same stuff.
same thing.
Just
It's
at a
the same
different
thing at
level,
a
yeah.
different level in a different industry.
Yeah.
And it's
They were doing things globally there.
globally. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just insane, dude.
Yeah.
Like the whole baby oil shit is so crazy, bro.
Oh my God.
That makes
Who had to clean that up?
dude.
Who I want to speak to that man.
Yeah,
It's
who
insane.
handled that delivery? I mean, where it's a pallet of baby oil, basically.
You have to.
Shoot, people don't question things. They just do their job. Yeah, I'm just here to drop off these boxes. I don't know what it is.
Well, those people, yeah, but at some point, depending if you're importing it, it's different. But I bet he wasn't importing it. He's probably just getting it,
Johnson & Johnson.
He's got a wholesale account with Walmart, fucking just baby oil every month.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I doubt Diddy's going out and buying that stuff and stocking it himself. Like,
No, he's not buying it.
Someone's
It's
got
a whole
to do
business.
it. Yeah.
No,
He's not doing
it's
any of it.
a whole operation, and I don't know. All that kind of stuff is just so weird, and it just seems like it gets pushed to the side. We move on. Something else happens
Yeah,
in
we're
the world.
easily distracted.
So easily distracted. I mean, Mike Tyson, fucking
Yeah.
Jake Paul, throw that
Yeah.
out there, and it's like, it's
Yeah.
literally like fishing,
Yeah.
and we're just grabbing the bait.
Yeah.
You move up, like, still, we have no idea what happened to the wife. What was her name? Giselle?
Ghislaine or whatever.
I don't know. What's going on with her?
Uh,
There was still a list that never came out.
She went to prison, I thought.
Yeah, I think she took a plea deal.
Well,
She's probably in a mansion somewhere.
yeah, she's.
Island.
I mean,
I'm pretty
definitely
sure
a
she's
private
in like
prison.
a white collar prison in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they're
like-
playing tennis.
Yeah, no, she's
chilling.
she's probably in the same block the Jordan Belfort was in.
Yeah,
That Wolf of Wall Street guy.
Yeah.
that and that's a whole nother crazy thing too. It's like you're so rich, like you're not gonna go to your
Regular prison.
prison. Because they make money. The fucking government makes money from people being in prison.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All that shit is crazy to me. I don't know.
Well, what's even crazier is that if you get out of prison,
It would just expose too many people. I don't know if it'd be even a good thing.
you get a bill for the time you stayed there. That's not just the government money magically appears. Like, no, they take it from people who are no longer incarcerated. They have to pay that money back.
Yeah. Well, that again, it's a money system.
Mm-hmm.
There's prison guards that they don't vote for legalized weed because the more people in prison, they get paid.
Job security.
Job security.
Although
Security.
The amount of people that like nowadays, I think, that are getting sent to prison for marijuana crimes, you have to be.
Oh,
I think
way
you
lower
have-
now. It's way well. It depends on what state you're in.
True, depending on the state.
If you get caught with weed in Nebraska, you're probably fucked.
Like California just upped the penalty on, or people voted up the penalty on fentanyl and some of the smaller drug crimes.
Oh well, good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they voted for it. Yeah, they won.
that shit is something else, dude. That is
People are sick of that. Yeah.
well. That's a
I don't
whole,
know if it's gonna do anything.
That's a
but
whole
we'll
other shenanigans thing that we could dive into, but it definitely needs to stop.
see. Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, it's not even as far. I mean, it's so easy to drug people with that.
Oh yeah.
Even throwing it into a drink.
Oh yeah.
Well, you do that, you're likely gonna kill some people.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, yeah.
well, and then when you hear about these busts, and the amount that they find, you're just like, what?
Oh, yeah. It doesn't take a lot.
Like,
yeah.
Well, no, just how much they find when they get like a bust. It's like a table full of fentanyl.
And you realize you only need like a little tiny.
Yeah, it's like holy shit. That shit's insane to me. I don't know. Trevor, do you have the answer for it? I think you do.
Probably better border security, honestly.
Yeah.
The Mexican cartels make billions of dollars a year smuggling drugs into the U.S. That's undebatable fact. Whatever you feel about immigration, that's one thing. But like legit, we need better border security to prevent
For the drugs.
Yeah, for the drugs.
Yeah.
It's just coming in. It's coming in too fast. Unless the aliens are doing it, you know. They're just dropping off care packages like they're playing Call of Duty.
Can't wait for that Netflix special.
That's gonna be the best one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the best one. It's happening right in Mount Shasta.
Fentanyl aliens. From Mount Shasta. It's that dude from the History Channel with the hair all up.
Yeah. Aliens are real. It would probably come from Mount Shasta though.
Oh yeah.
You know what's crazy is there's a mountain next to Mount Shasta. I think it's called Black Butte.
Yeah. Broke or no? That's Lassen.
Lassen.
This one's by Shasta. I think. See, is the computer running? Look up like Black Butte Mountain by Shasta. Because you've heard like all the crazy stories about Mount Shasta in general, just with like
the Lemurians and stuff.
Lemurians and people seeing UFOs flying in and out of the mountain. Yada yada yada. But every time I always, I'm not saying I believe in all that shit, but it is interesting. But every time I think about it and drive like on I-5 past Mount Shasta, this mountain catches my eye, and
oh, is it like
it looks like a fucking pyramid, or like let's see here. Go to images.
Is Black Butte?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, it's from like the first explosion, pretty much, or something like that.
I don't know, bro, but it fucking, to me, I'm like, that kind of looks like a pyramid. Like in some angles when you're going, like that looks like a pyramid. What kind of shit was going on?
See, I think the aliens are under Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
It's deep enough.
It's deep.
No, but and then there's some weird shit going on at the bottom too. Scroll down a little bit. Cancel that picture so you can get a probably not going to show it in images. You probably have to go to Google Maps to see it. But there's like this weird compound that is at the very bottom of that mountain. It is very odd. Yeah, right here.
What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
Missile silos or something?
Dude, it's fucking trippy though.
Looks like a wheel.
No, and what does that say? It says it's like a spiritual
retreat.
What
is that? I never even heard of that.
Dude, I one day I was on Google Maps looking this up and I found this. And I was like, what the hell? And then people have weird reviews on it, like on Google.
Really?
Can you go a little further in? I wish the folks could see this. It's fucking weird. Like none of that. What the hell is
What
that?
is that? There's some other circles in there too. You notice that? There's
Yeah.
like the circle up there and the circle down there.
Dude, it's some weird like spiritual commune or something.
What's up with? That's crazy. That's weird.
So yes, the fentanyl aliens are right here. Mount Shasta. It's a retreat.
Biggest mandala on Earth.
That's what that shape must be.
Bro, what are they doing there? What are they doing there?
I'm looking this up later.
Is there a website?
Word of mouth.
No.
You show up and they look at you and they say, "Are you a runaway?" And you say, "Yes." Then they go, "You are kind."
You don't want to say anything to.
No one. Yeah, no one's looking for you.
Yeah, exactly.
1 review for 5 stars.
Let's see what it says.
1 review from the people who run it.
Does it say anything? Oh,
Says nothing.
Miles Medeiros.
He has not
Tell
been
us
seen.
what you know.
He has not been seen for 10 months.
Yeah.
Bro, something weird.
It was a dog that left that review.
It was a fucking lab.
The dog.
It was a damn
The hell?
lab.
What's going on there?
Something's going on there. Dude.
Yeah.
It's something weird. The fact that, look, that's a big piece of land. And the fact that there's 1 Google review with nothing and it was from
weird.
a dog. It's insane.
It was from a dog?
It's Black Butte Mountain, right? Yeah, Black
Yeah.
Butte Mountain. Yep. Bro, I look at that mountain.
You drive past it right before Shasta. Yeah, on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right off the 5.
It just looks, it's crazy.
It's wild.
It's just like this weird, I don't know, something, the stories you hear about Mount Shasta are pretty far out there. I will say there are giant caves underneath there. Type in the cave, Mount Shasta caves. It's pretty insane. I love the conspiracies of people go go to images. People are like the conspiracy.
Spiritual tours. Mount Shasta.
I love the when people are like, people go missing on Mount Shasta all the time when they're hiking it. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's a fucking giant mountain with snow.
You can die on that so fast.
So fast.
There's nothing really around it.
No.
It's just super out there.
It's like they went missing. Yeah, look at these caves, dude.
Oh, they probably just fell in a crevasse. Like those.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, exactly.
Like you fall into one of those things, there's almost no chance of getting you back out.
No chance.
Yeah.
Look at these fucking caves.
That's crazy.
I've never been here.
Well, that's like I think that's pretty normal for volcanic areas, right?
Probably.
I know they do like tours. I think I went there with like on a school field trip once.
Huh.
This giant, that crazy mountain, and then those clouds that form.
You're looking at the Shasta Lake. That's the Shasta Lake Caverns, Lake Shasta Caverns.
Oh, that's
Shasta
something
Lake.
different. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you went to as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I got those mixed up then. Then that's my bad. That's my bad.
fucking huge caves, man.
Well, I've heard there's caves there.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there is.
Dang, Shasta Caverns look
But
crazy.
those are
I
still
never got to
pretty
go
fucking-
there. That looks
Yeah,
wild.
I never went there either. Those are
huge.
crazy regardless.
Those are cool.
Just a network of tunnels throughout.
Yeah, how
throughout
did
the
those
North
get
State.
there?
The Lemurians, bro. They were living
Yeah.
underground.
I'm pretty sure Kyle was right. It's volcanic activity.
Yeah.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Volcanic activity, erosion, and time.
Yeah.
In time.
Lava tubes. Yep. Lava tubes.
Imagine being alive while the San Andreas Fault goes down.
Our parents, well, I guess not completely, but, like the San Francisco earthquake, back in the 90s. And,
The World Series when the A's and the Giants. It was perfect timing. It couldn't have happened at a better time.
yeah, my dad wasn't he said he was in San Francisco working like the day before that earthquake happened.
Yeah, that one was insane. But if it fell, I don't know if we would go with it.
I don't think we would. I think we're technically on the other.
Yeah, we'd have beachfront,
Let's
like
go.
Be living on the beach.
Yeah. Let's go. I don't want that to happen. But
No.
I'm glad we're nowhere on the right side.
Well, we're on the right side. We don't want to be on the left side.
Yeah.
The left side doesn't want to go in the ocean.
Yeah.
That would be something.
Wouldn't
though.
that be wild?
Also, California would almost immediately become a red state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well,
pretty
how
much-
would you get people out of there though? You couldn't.
I
Well,
mean,
hopefully you would know there's ways to see it coming or something, you know. There's like warning signs and you'd evacuate in advance.
I know, just like the Bay Area, LA.
But if it happens suddenly, oh, they're done. Yeah, there's no aircraft, helicopters.
Do you guys remember that Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie, San Andreas?
I never watched it.
No, I didn't
I
watch it either. But
watched
that
it.
was basically what that movie was.
Yeah.
Was the fault line going off, and then like that half of the continent or that continental plate just going under the water.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna
Tsunamis.
I'm watching that tonight.
I'm watching that tonight.
It's like
It's your Dwayne Rock Johnson film.
Yeah.
it's,
you know.
it's almost like a 2012.
He's like holding both plates together.
I was gonna say it's almost like that movie 2012, but it's just California.
Okay.
It's just California. Yeah.
I like those are entertaining.
I just watched The Day After Tomorrow.
Ooh, that was like the first.
That was
like,
the first
good
and it was
one that
good.
came out,
It was
yeah.
good. We talked about it last podcast how like older movies were just so much superior to what like they are now.
Yeah.
Like movies are just trash now.
Well, it's just all about pushing out content. It's not about quality anymore.
100%. It is 100%.
Well, what's crazy to think is like with technology coming so far, it's not like CGI and that stuff has gotten better. It actually looks worse now than
No, it
did
does
back
look
in the
worse
day.
because they take less time to. I mean, I think it's exactly what Kyle said. It's just they push all this out. It's money grabs, just to get a bunch of money. I mean, like I know we talked about it and then it died, the podcast. But the Joker. I mean, I don't know how you make the Joker a musical and then.
Yeah,
It's that, you know, you can't make the joke with that actor trash. Like, and then you did it. They did it. They did it. I haven't even seen the movie, but I just know it's trash.
Sound like it was.
It was absolute trash.
but well, and then I was watching like one of the Transformer movies. I think it was the second one the other day. There's like a scene in that thing where this big ass robot transforms, and apparently it was so complex and like so difficult for the animations and CGI that it caused a computer to explode. They literally had to fashion a few different computers together just to have the processing power to render that animation.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Jesus.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Well, now even Chat GPT is just
Oh yeah.
just taking off. You
Yeah.
can just put
Oh, yeah,
anything,
so-
images, videos, anything you want. Just ask it. Actually, it made me. I needed a recipe for like chicken.
Yeah. I haven't used it for that.
It's great. It gives you all the ingredients you need, like this and that. I mean,
Every time I use it, I'm always like, "Dang, this is crazy! Like this is so helpful."
yes,
When I use it,
yeah. If you use it,
I just don't use it much.
It's a good tool.
Yeah, it's a great tool.
It's a great tool, but you can also abuse the shit out of it. Just
yeah.
like anything, you
Yeah.
know, you can abuse the hell out of it. And the only thing that scares me is it becoming almost, I wouldn't say like having a conscience, but like just
Yeah.
taking
I think it's a
over.
way better option than like what we currently have with Google, but you can see them starting to like
yes,
come together. Every time you search something now, you get an AI like thing at the top. We saw that.
Yeah,
But as far as like a searching platform, like a Google or something like that, I think it's a great like next step.
oh no, it is. It's a great next step, and just how quick the answer you get.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not right every
tool at the
single
end of the day,
time,
you know?
depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's not going to be right every single time.
No.
Because it's just pulling everything it sees on the internet.
Yeah, it's still growing. It's a project.
But it's going to give you, like, especially for like a recipe, for example, like it's going to give you pretty much spot on stuff.
Yep.
Which was great. It was actually really fun. Put in a recipe in there. It just came up.
What'd you make?
And just some like chicken and then with this like pasta ravioli.
Nice.
And,
Sounds good.
you know, I got the seasons. I didn't know what to season with. So
Yeah.
just followed.
It just told you.
Just told me.
I did it.
And I did it.
Yeah.
Told me how long to cook it for, everything.
Yeah.
And just how you can just keep asking it like the same question but more in depth.
Yeah.
More in depth.
I
And,
like that
you can
though.
just keep
how
editing
you keep
it.
like working on what you want,
Yeah.
fine tune.
And I think it's a great tool. But then, you know, you just don't want to abuse it like with anything.
Yeah.
Because the Tesla robots were kind of creeping me out when I saw those.
Those are a trip.
Those were a trip.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's right around the corner now.
I noticed that like all these companies coming out with the electric cars are like so futuristic looking. Give it a few years and like everything's gonna look like that, you know?
Yes, everything.
Yeah. It's like, all right, the future's finally coming here.
Yeah, well, it's about damn time.
Yeah.
You know, we're already past the so many years that previous movie that said, oh, the year 2020 we'll have flying cars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, heck, Back to the Future.
Back to the
We're
Future.
already way past that date.
Even iRobot was 2024, I think.
That that might be worth a Google.
Or I think it was. Or you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, movies
it's
just
happening
But
now.
it's happening, yeah. It's happening. I think it was 2024. Maybe it was even.
Oh, that's when it released.
That's when it
2004.
released.
2035.
Oh, 2035. Okay.
So we still got some time.
Well, that's still pretty realistic.
Yeah, I could see us being there by 2035.
I can see it with
Yes.
AI. I think everything's going to advance pretty fast over the next like 10 years.
I always wonder what happened to Elon's thing with underground tunnels. I feel like that didn't go anywhere.
He did Vegas.
Oh, he did Vegas?
Yeah, he did Vegas.
I was
wow.
going to say, yeah, he's definitely still working on that.
He's supposed to be doing
Okay.
LA.
I heard, I saw this video, and it was this guy claiming that he worked at an underground Starbucks, and it was a network of tunnels where all celebrities go to, like, avoid traffic and all this stuff. Like, avoid traffic, go to red carpet showings and all that. And I always love watching those videos because at first they get you, like, oh, damn, like, that's crazy. That would make sense.
Yeah.
And then the comments are just roasted, like, roasting this guy. Like, they don't have a network of tunnels.
They got a Starbucks down there.
Starbucks down there.
Have you seen all like the signs for the Denver airport construction?
Yeah.
It's all, like,
the Denver airport's crazy.
Well, and then like they're embracing it too. They're like, "Oh, sorry about the construction. We're just rebuilding a new home for the lizard people."
Yeah.
Like, it's like
There's a big that's fun. They've actually taken a lot of stuff down because it was like people had these crazy conspiracies about like the art that they had throughout the airport and whatnot. But I'll tell you, the underground tunnels that they have there are impressive. Like the ones the trains are in.
They have underground tunnels under the Denver airport?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, dude.
Oh, there's a whole like conspiracy
Rabbit hole.
community
Really?
about the Denver airport. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, one too. Like people are like it's shaped like a swastika, too. Like, and then you kind of look at it and you're like, that kind of looks close. Like that's weird.
Let me see this thing.
That's kind of weird.
I need to see it.
There's tons of different. It probably won't show it on the maps because it's changed. It's changed. Yeah, look it up and then throw it back on that screen. But
you can kind of see it.
But either way,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you got the little offshoots.
Okay.
but also like they're saying like it's a whole underground city essentially underneath there, like where like if nuclear war would happen, that's where all the important people would go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. It's kind of in the center, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead smack in the center.
It's up high elevation.
High elevation.
Not a bad theory there.
Oh, Kyle's got a new one to look into.
Not a bad. I see where people could go with this.
Oh, dude, and it's insane. It's like the tunnels are insane. You haven't been to Denver Airport?
No.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, there's like the lizard.
Usually, if
there's
I'm going
lizard.
through an airport, man, I'm just trying to get through that place.
Yeah, you got the blinders
I'm
on.
tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision.
I'm not looking at anything around me. I'm definitely not looking at lizards on the walls or something.
No.
you know?
And like,
I don't care what's on the walls.
That's another thing too.
I'm trying to get my flight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking around going.
I
You
get
know
anxiety
what?
at the
This
airport.
is some weird art. I think there's lizard people that have something to do with this airport.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's satanic. It's
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of things. That's a deep rabbit hole you can get into with the Denver airport.
Really?
I'm sure Duncan knows some stuff about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Sure, but that is a weird one.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to look into that one because it's fun. I love good conspiracies.
Me too. Yeah.
The best is when it's a conspiracy and then it comes out and it's like, oh, that was actually true.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what keeps you going, man.
That's what keeps you going.
You're like, some of this stuff's true.
Some of it's true.
So you're just looking for that next wild thing.
That's what I thought. That was what was crazy with the JFK files.
Oh, I don't know much about all that.
I don't really know much either,
Yeah.
honestly. Let's see here. What were we looking into?
just the underground tunnels of Denver Airport.
Yeah.
They say that it's just a lot of baggage. It's a lot of luggage down here.
There's just a lot of luggage down here.
It's a lot
Don't
of
come down here.
Don't come down here. We may have a bomb. That's crazy.
That was a poor excuse. Poor excuse.
Poor excuse.
I don't believe that excuse.
I don't believe
and now
it.
I'm even more
Yeah.
intrigued by the whole situation.
It's just luggage. It's just luggage.
Just the fact that it have to say it's just
It's
luggage.
Yeah.
It's not it's luggage. No, it's just luggage.
It's just luggage.
Some conspiracy
Sounds like
theorists
some.
believe the automated baggage system's bungled implementation was meant to be a disinformation tactic to divert eyes away from what's really happening at Denver International Airport.
Yep.
Damn.
Fucking
Never
Mike.
knew a thing about this, and I'm intrigued.
Dude,
now.
oh yeah. The Denver airport is a crazy one. That's I always watch this YouTube channel called the Y Files, and I think he's covered the Denver airport before.
Okay. I'll check out that video.
The Y Files is great because this guy, like, he does all the conspiracies.
He
but
does
then-
like both sides of it, though.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
So
And
you
it
don't get
sucks
too-
because sometimes you
too deep off the.
Yeah, and it's actually a prime example of how you watch a video
Misinformation, yeah.
and then you believe it.
Yeah.
Because then he'll be make me believe the shit,
Yeah.
and then he goes, "Oh, that shit was fake." Like, it's all been debunked,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great. But then there's some he's like, I can't debunk this, so take it
That's
as
the
you
ones I want to see.
take it as you. Yeah.
Did he debunk the Denver airport?
I think there was some stuff that was debunked.
But we don't know 100%.
But there's so many conspiracies
thing,
though. It wasn't
yeah.
just one. He debunked a few, but I think there was a few that he didn't really have an answer on.
Yeah.
Or anybody has an answer on.
Yeah.
But it is funny. It's like, why are you building an airport underground in the first place?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that started out as a military base,
Probably.
most likely.
Anything underground typically is military.
Military.
Stuff,
Yeah. And why is that? Why is it? Well, I mean, I guess to not be seen, but it's just everything has to be underground. Can't see shit.
Well, plus you have like a natural protection from
Yeah.
explosions, because if you're
Everything's insulated to like.
yeah, unless it's like a bunker buster where it's designed to go down deep and then explode. But most of the time when munitions are let off, especially like nuclear weapons, they're let off. They explode while they're still in midair, so most of the blast doesn't get redirected just straight up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I just need to go. I should have, when I was a flight attendant, I should have just snuck out and went down the tunnels and explored.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's like, I'm okay. I'm a limo driver.
This guy had every opportunity.
I
don't know.
did.
We might not be sitting here having this conversation if you did.
Yeah.
I just go missing.
Yeah, he got stuck in a.
And then
Luggage.
and then I got stuck with the
Very well.
luggage. There's so much luggage down there.
We can't find him down there.
We
It's
can't-
too much.
And then I'm going to come out of nowhere and just be like, guys, there's so much luggage.
That's where everybody's lost bag goes, dude.
It's like, hey,
Probably at the Denver airport. You're never gonna find it.
You've been surviving off of people's like the little bits of food they have packed away.
yeah, I would make like a press conference, be like, hey, when they said it's just luggage, they weren't lying. It was
It's
just
just 20 million tons of luggage.
But what I mean is, it's just all lost luggage. Like they ain't trying.
That's why you never getting it back.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
Yep. But then that's when I find out that they keep that lost luggage there just in case they do need the higher ups do need to escape, and then they have a life supply of clothes and
everything they need.
Maybe some Gucci bags.
Yep.
So everything they need down there. Yep. But I know now I feel like now I'm not a flight attendant. I need to start sharing some more of the flight attendant stories.
Yeah.
Because there's some wild ones.
Nope. I'd like to hear 'em.
There's some wild ones. I think that one of the crazier ones I've had is the girl, one of the flight attendants showing up like just absolutely hammered.
Really?
Just hammered.
Ooh.
And she got tossed.
Oh, yeah.
And she was screaming on the jet bridge, bro. So
really?
She's screaming on the jet bridge, like to the co-pilot, like, I was with you last night.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was crazy, dude. It was insane. And then I'm the guy that they called. They called me originally. I was on like reserve.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we need you on this flight. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay. So I show up to the gate and I just watch. Or no, they actually had to fly me to Oklahoma. So United flew me to Oklahoma to go work a flight from Oklahoma somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because they needed a flight attendant there.
Yeah.
And I had no idea why. Like, so I'm like, oh, someone must have got sick.
Yeah.
I show up and somehow the United was already aware of it from the hotel, because the girl showed up, went through security, and was trying to board the flight, and then that's when there was cops and like people there at the gate.
That's bad.
So I watched the whole thing go down.
Yeah.
And dude, it was pure comedy. It was pure.
The co-pilot.
Dude, the co-pilot. Everyone looks at the co-pilot. He head down, head down, bro. He wasn't saying a word. Dude.
Yeah,
like
someone test him.
Yeah, and and yeah, she they had to put handcuffs on her. She was flipping out, dude. That was one of that was crazy. And another one was a JetBlue flight attendant who had a full bag of cocaine.
Really?
In her bag. Flight attendants don't have to, or crew members in general don't have to go through normal security. So your bags don't get checked, but every so often you get a random where your bags just have to go through the normal.
Probably for that exact reason.
100%. Yeah. And so she got randomed and she flipped off her heels and just took off running. And then they finally caught her. First of all, she scanned her badge. It wasn't like they didn't know who she was. So, like, there was that. And she took off. I don't know what exactly happened, like the charges or anything. Yeah. But, I mean.
Are we talking like a baggie or a key?
No, like the whole suitcase, like key.
Oh, the kilos, like trafficking amounts.
Oh, she was trafficking.
It's not for personal use.
That's why she was running.
Yeah, she dipped. She took off.
Dang.
Probably trying to
she got in big trouble.
Yeah, either way she was fucked. At that point I'd be like, the government just take
she got
me.
in too deep. She got in with some big time people. Yeah.
And that was when I heard that wasn't there obviously for that one, but I was
that one goes around the rumor mill pretty quick.
Very quick. Dude, I just couldn't, like, a whole bag, no clothes. No, and she had, of course, her the best part about it was, like, the biggest thing that everybody was laughing at was the fact that she had Gucci, like, heels.
Oh, shit.
And, like,
she was getting money.
She was getting money.
You know how much money she was getting paid? That's why she was doing it. She knew the risk she was taking, but the money.
But on cocaine, there was actually a girl that I worked with who did have cocaine on her.
Yeah.
All times.
Yeah.
All times. And she had it in a neck. She had a necklace. Yeah. And it was like, her necklace was like almost like a bullet. It didn't look quite like a bullet. Yeah. But it unscrewed and it had the cocaine in it. And she was in the back galley and she was like lining up a line. And I caught her doing it. And she's like, oh shit. She's like, you seem cool. You don't care. Then she offered me a line. And I was like, no.
What are we doing?
Are you fucking serious right now? And she's like, please don't tell on me. And honestly, I didn't. But looking back at it, I probably should have.
I mean, if she was in charge of flying the plane, then yeah. But
yeah, she's just getting you drinks, man. She's giving me that drink way faster than she normally would.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Diet Coke.
Like Diet Coke.
we can get through that safety spiel a lot faster too.
Yeah. She's handing out pretzels, bro. But I thought that was insane. I was like, no,
she has a problem.
That's a problem.
You can't wait till you get off the flight.
And I'm like, you have to go through security every day.
Yeah.
Every day. and you're just walking around like people. The flight attendants take advantage of that whole not having to go through security way too much. There's been flight attendants who've had guns in their bag.
Oh my God.
And didn't realize it. I'm like, how did you not realize you have a gun in your bag?
Yeah.
Also, what situation do you ever have a gun in a suitcase?
They'd be like, oh, we went camping or something, and I brought, I used my bag to go camping, and I brought my. It's like, either way.
Jeez.
That
so
was
you
that
just
was one
left
story.
it in the bag when you got back? You didn't even care about it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Insane. They do stupid shit.
Some people.
There's unbelievable amount. And then I worked with actually I didn't work, but I met her. It was Floyd Mayweather's sister.
Really?
She was a flight attendant and based in San Francisco. And I talked to her for a brief minute. I didn't say anything about Floyd. I wasn't going to be like, so how's your brother?
She's probably so sick of talking about that.
Yeah.
It's probably
So
better that you didn't. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't have gotten the time of day from her.
Yeah. That was my best experience is flying next to Billy Crystal, though. You know who Billy Crystal is? Yeah. That was sick. First class from New York to L.A. I just got lucky, got a first class seat, and the guy next to me was Michael Zalski.
Nice. That's cool.
Fucking Billy Crystal. So I'm like, dude, my mom raised me on City Slicker.
Hey, we're getting close to that 50-minute mark again.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll wrap it up. It's been good. Thank you for coming and doing it.
Thanks for having me.
We'll do it again. We'll have it. Maybe we'll get more guys and have like Rob and Tim or something. Yeah, we'll do a big one.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Maybe have some beers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, you know what? As always, shout out to Redwood Cove Brewing Company, and again, shout out to Mahon Electric, the new sponsor of the JayCast. So 1-800-5776. Again, 1-800-5776. That is not an official number, folks. Please do not try to call it. Have a good night.
Not yet.